Okay, so first off, I just put a little bit of the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer on. I got this free from the Iris app. If you're interested in trying it out, follow me on there, and I'll leave you a referral link so that you can earn some gems to start out with. But basically, you can do things to earn gems and redeem free products. This says it's a cooling face primer. It's okay cooling wise, but what it really feels like is the Melt Hydro Grip. Really, it's the same kind of clear greenish color. It's sticky the same way. This has a little bit of a chemically scent that the Milk one does not have, that I don't love, but the stick is definitely there for sure. And the directions say to wait 30 seconds to let it kind of like set, and I've done that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on foundation and see how it does with a foundation that I already know kind of how it performs. And I went ahead and put on foundation, one that I just know really well and how it performs. And I would say I'm even more confident to tell you this is acting like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. So if you're looking for a more affordable dupe, maybe, this e.l.f. one might be something for you to check out. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some other parts of my makeup that, again, it's not necessarily new to me, so I'll talk to you if it's like a new product or something I'm just trying out for the first time. But other than that, check out the description if you want to know what I'm using kind of as we're chatting, hanging out, catching up, what have you. It's now April, obviously, and work can stop being an all-consuming thing for me. For those of you that are new, you don't know, maybe you don't remember, I am a public school teacher full-time, but I teach choir. So that comes along with a lot of outside of school rehearsals and performances. It's not just like clocking out at the end of the school day by any means. And in March, this weekend was actually the first weekend that I did not have a work-related event or performance all month. In March, my high school choir went and did a competition on a Saturday, and then the next weekend I'm the director of the school's musical, so I was involved in that for multiple days of the weekend performance-wise. I mean, the rehearsals have been for months, like since January. And then last weekend, some of my middle school students prepared solos to go and sing in front of an adjudicator that kind of get like rated or judged. So yeah, it's just been nonstop. There's nothing I can do to schedule March any differently because some of those events, competitions, contests, judge things, like I have no control over when the contest dates for those are. It's like a state level thing here in Ohio. And the musical, I don't move because we basically hold it in the middle of end of winter sports, start of spring sports. There's like a little bit of a dead week so that kids that are in sports and want to be involved in theater can do so without having conflicts between their multiple activities. So it is what it is. Every year I just kind of have to brace for it and go, okay, here we go, and just buckle down for about a month. So now that is over, I feel much less stressed and much more rested. April's kind of a little more chill for me. It's kind of a planning month. Like, I still obviously am doing my daily lessons and things, but there's not performances in April. I'm gearing up for, we do like a music and arts fest in May, graduation, spring concerts, awards, banquets, all of those end of the year things. So that's kind of what April is for me at work, but it takes, compared to what I just described, a lot less outside of the school day hours. I can get a lot, like most of it done in my normal 40-hour week. I do have 2 show choirs that I run rehearsals for like their spring concerts and the arts festival and stuff, so they still have rehearsals outside of the school day. But even when I'm holding rehearsals like 2 to 3 days a week outside of school for even 3 hours, it's still nothing if you've ever been involved in theater compared to a tech week. Like, if you know, you know. if you don't know, it's hard to describe to you. You're just there for hours and hours on end every day, because there's so much more that goes into musical theater than I think most people realize or know. And that's not me trying, I'm genuinely not trying to sound like elitist, like you wouldn't know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot more to it when it boils down to, you know, it's not just teaching the singing and the dancing, it's the costumes, it's the props, it's the soundboard, it's the light engineering, it's all of the licensing and money and purchase orders that go along with getting the rights and royalties and script rental of a show. Like, I handle all of that stuff. So that is over and at an end this month, and I'm kind of happy. Everything went really well, but it is still, even when it's successful, nice to be like, take a breath and just not use every ounce of your waking time to work. So I am, of course, you know, still working on, like I said, those end of the year things, but I am starting to look towards summer. I'm having a little bit of a break this weekend. Wes and I are going to visit our friends and staying with them for the night, the weekend, whatever you want to call it. My friend was like, hey, I saw Sephora's doing a sale. So I told her, I said, we can go. I'm not VIB, but she is. She's not Rouge. But she said, yeah, she can get like the, what is it, the 15% off, the in-between amount. So I was like, we can still go, because I'm going to wait to shop until us lowly insiders get our 10%. But there's a few things that I've had on my wish list. Blushes primarily, like the Rare Beauty one, the Kosas one, the Dior one, that I am just not convinced by the online pictures if I know what shade I want, or if I'm actually even gonna like the formula. Like, I'm worried the Dior one is maybe not pigmented enough and I won't like it, because I got a long time ago, I saved and saved for the NARS blush. And I liked it okay. I used it for a while, but I fairly recently just like gave it to my mom, because I just realized I had to build it and build it and build it, and it wasn't as for me as I thought it was going to be. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. I just like something that's a little bit more pigmented right off the bat. I don't like if something is so pigmented that it's like, I don't know, there's a difference between being pigmented and like hard to blend, because I definitely don't like it when there's just like a spot of pigment that won't move and it's hard to blend out. I've had that happen to me before, but that one was just a little too subtle. So yeah, we're gonna go while the boys are doing some car related things in the garage and do a little Sephora, at least for me, window shopping for now, to see what I do or don't like in person. And then when the sale comes around, I'll see what I actually want to pick up. Obviously, if you've been watching my channel, I am on a low buy right now. And I am already like in the hole, like in the negative for, I've been doing a point system to try to like at least have as much that I'm using up or leaving or going out of my collection as what I'm bringing in. And already for the year, I've brought in more than I've taken out. So I certainly don't need anything from the sale. So maybe when I go in person and swatch things, I'll realize I don't like stuff as much as, you know, what it's marketed as or what it looks like online. I'm just not sure. But part of the window shopping could be good, because if I swatch it and I'm like, this is like something I already have, or I don't like it as much as I think I will, that could talk me out of some stuff. So it'll either confirm or deny that I actually want this stuff. And then, you know, like I said, I can decide from there if I'm actually going to buy stuff, kind of what my point count is by that point in the month when it actually gets down to the insider folks, what I want to do. So for summer plans, what are you doing? What is up for you guys? Do you have anything planned? Because I'm a teacher, obviously I have summers off. My work is like kind of seasonal in that way. So I have a few things planned. Last summer, incredibly busy. I do not want to be that busy. I went on a trip with my school and some students and other teachers to Japan, which was one of, if not the best trip of my entire lifetime, so no regrets there. I also got married last summer and had my honeymoon in New Orleans. But that on top of like the normal summer show choir camp that I run was just like a lot to pack in a couple months. So I'm trying to keep it a bit more low key this year, not do as much stuff. I do have planned already with my family, like my immediate family, my husband, sibling, their kid who is my niece, my parents, a trip for a week to the Smoky Mountains. That's someplace I have always wanted to go. So I'm so looking forward to that. Wes and I also have planned a little bit of home renovation. I guess it's like outdoor renovation, not really like home, indoor home. But when we moved in to our house, there is in the backyard just like a cement slab poured and then a wooden deck. That's just how it was when we got here. It's such a small deck, you really can't do anything with it. I have one raised garden bed with some herbs in it that I like to use. But that's about it. Wes wants space for a grill. Now, over the winter, some of the boards that were holding the deck that's there in place just like really gave way. Like we knew they were already starting to be rotted, but like the porch went to from a level porch to now it's going like this. Like it's not even a flat surface. We've told people that come over, do not come in the back. It's like a safety hazard at this point. It needs to go. And so it's going to go. We're going to demo and take it out. And then we have talked to a company to come in and talk to them about, we're still waiting on the estimate to do like over top of the cement block and expand with like some patio pavers and to do one of those like stone fire pits made into the patio. So I'm super excited for that project. I'm using the Dede Signature Shattered Romance eyeshadow palettes. I just got this last month, having never tried this brand before. So I did eyeshadow primer, going into Silent Goodbyes to start. And yeah, I've already got a really nice set of patio furniture that I usually only put out like 2 chairs of the whole full set because it comes with 2 single chairs, a love seat, and a glass, like a dining table. But again, because the deck and the cement slab below it are so small, what was there's not even room to put out a full patio set. So I'm hoping with the pavers they can like expand into the yard a little bit more and at least give me room to put my full set out and have more of an outdoor entertaining space than I have right now. And one of my friends and I are dead set on we're gonna get the Ninja Slushie for summer because she kind of wants to do like staycation vibes, take it easy this summer too. And that is a machine that it basically advertises you can basically pour in juice or pop or whatever and it turns it into a slushie. It also makes milkshakes, which is what my husband is most interested in. He's kind of a milkshake fiend, I won't lie to you. So yeah, that is kind of our summer plans. I'm just waiting to hear back. What's the estimate gonna be? What's the cost gonna be? Because I have like a set number in mind that I'm like, ooh, if it's any higher than that, I don't know if we'll be able to do it like in stages over time or what. But the company did tell me, regardless of whatever the quote ends up being, that they are already having so many jobs because they're like the only company in my small little town that offers this kind of a service. I'm doing Bleeding Love next. And so they said, yeah, we'll certainly give you your quote and everything, but we won't be able to start completing the work until July sometime. So I'm like, July? Half my summer is gone, but I decided I'll do it anyway. First of all, because when it's done, you know, it'll be a permanent thing. I'll have it then. But also in Ohio, more and more, it has stayed warmer longer. So even once I go back into school, there's definitely going to be times that I can go out and sit around the fire, whatever, in the fall, you know, far into September and October even, without it being too miserably cold. So I'm excited for that. That is what I am looking forward to. And again, let me know, what are you doing this summer? Are you doing anything? Are you having fun by doing nothing? Because sometimes it is nice to just be like, stop. I don't want to be productive all the time. I want to have a good old rot day, and I am ready to spend summer days on my back patio with a slushie and a book. Thank you very much. That is all I would like from life this summer. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Dark Secrets here, just on the outer lash line here. I'm also just looking forward to, as always, having more free time for whatever it is I want, whether it's actual house projects or just taking a walk. Like, I really just feel it's one of the downsides of my current position and job, that there are times during the school year I don't have a life. Like, I just work and then go to bed and then work and then like prep things for work. Like, oh, I have a free day off, I guess I'll meal prep for the week and do laundry for the week and pay the bills. And I get it. It's not just my job. Like, a lot of you are like that, where you're like, hello, am I living to work or working to live here? What's the deal? And I think a lot of that is part of the just conversation right now about being an American and what's going on with the work-life balance. But it is what it is for us right now. We do the best we can, and I am looking forward to just have time to do whatever I want for a while on my summer holiday. So walks is just one thing. I love riding my bike. I usually have, go figure, a little less stress. I'm using Frozen Feelings next year for the shimmer. And what else? Oh, I'm gonna keep trying to maybe along with the walks and being more active, like lose a little bit more weight. Last, I think maybe August, my family and I started a monthly competition because we all decided we wanted to lose a little bit of weight. Just like from a health standpoint, you know, be a little bit healthier. The shimmer, by the way, is fantastic, amazing. I love the texture in it. I don't know if you can see or not, but sometimes these textured shadows, I feel like you have to build up to see. Not this one. This is great. I'm having a wonderful time with this palette. Especially, like I said, my first time. This is my first experience with the brand Dede Signature in general. I like it a lot. But anyway, my family, we all are different weights. So we decided to do a little monthly competition. And so the competition is basically at the beginning of the month, we weigh ourselves. And we do like a mid-month check-in just to see where the standings are and who's winning for the month or whatever. And then at the end of the month, we weigh in. And to make it fair, we go by how much percentage of weight have you lost. Because like pounds isn't fair necessarily. It's harder, easier for some people to lose weight when we're all different starting weights. So we're doing percentages. And whoever wins that month, like you lost the most percent weight, gets to pick an activity that the whole family has to do, and whoever the winner is, the family like covers their fare, their cost, whatever. But it can't be like going out to eat, because that's kind of like a little defeats the purpose or against kind of what we're trying to do here, right? So like for example, when my sister-in-law won, we went to an aquarium all together, and like we paid her way. When I won, I made everyone go see Wicked in the theaters. So we've done several things, and it's been really fun. And even though I've won twice since August when we started, I haven't redeemed my second win yet, because it was just recently that I won that one. Oh, this is a very pretty color. It just looks kind of white in the pan, but it's like red, orange, yellow, gold on the eye. Super pretty. Multi-chrome for sure. But even when I don't win, first of all, I get to do something fun with my family every month, which is just great in itself. And secondly, even when I haven't been the highest percentage loser, I've still lost weight and kept it off consistently. So I've lost like 10 pounds since we started this, which I feel like is really good. Granted, 5 of that when I was super sick in December and I got the norovirus. Like, 5 pounds was just from that illness. Not the way I wanted to lose it, but I lost it and I've kept it off. And I think in the next year, because I know it's not good to lose too much weight too quickly, I would really love to lose another 10. And then I feel like I'll be like satisfied with where I am and just like work to maintain that. But that's kind of like my goal for summer, is to jumpstart changing my eating habits a little, because it's easier for me to prep and shop and not just grab whatever's quick and convenient when I have more time. And the 10 I've lost so far, like I said, 5 was from being sick, but the rest of it, it's all just been from, I feel like, I don't know, being active, like just doing so much, dance at show choir and theater and just being on the go. But I think I can really do even more if I'm also not like, wow, I'm done with rehearsal, it's 8 at night, let me grab Arby's because it's quick and it's there. And you know, that's clearly not the thing that's gonna help me lose some. So all of that to say, weight loss, right? Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do is take a little Dark Secrets here again on a different brush. I did a little bit on the lash line, but it got a little covered up when I did the shimmers. Maybe I should have done that last. But I'm just going to add basically like a shadow wing here on both eyes. This shade is one of those, like, I can see the red and orange sparkles in it in the pan, but I'm not seeing any sparkles at all in the eye. I don't know if they would show up more if I were to do like this black shade all over the eye, but that's not really me. I don't usually do looks where I'm doing a black matte shade all over the eye. But if you guys want to see that sometime, let me know. I'll test it out for you in a video for sure. Yeah, this is great. This is lovely. The Shadow Romance. I love this one a lot. The other one I really want to get that was a Valentine's release was the Bella Beaute bar. I don't remember what it's called, with the heart-shaped pans, the cool toned one. But this one was a freebie, you know, with my points, with my recent rule of like, if it's being discontinued or the last restock of it, it won't cost me points towards my low buy, and that's the case with this palette. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, let's do something else new. This is, I know one of you commented and said you wanted to see these in action. This is from the brand Ortega, and this is the Ethereal Glow Balm. Now I have tried, I got 2 shades. I have tried the one in Rose Quartz, and part of the reason I did cream blush and cream bronzer today is because I'm kind of worried with this being a glow balm, if I put it over powders, like what'll happen. And when I powdered, I just kind of powdered like, you know, the T-zone and under the cheeks. I didn't like powder the full cheek where the cream products went. And I know it sits well that way, and I just haven't tried it over powder. I'm kind of nervous too, so I'm not going to today either. These compacts are a little difficult to open in my opinion, I will say. So that's kind of against it. When I used this the other day, I felt like I had to pack a lot on to be able to see it in the shade Rose Quartz. I thought it would be a lot more blinding or like a glowy blush, but it really wasn't. It was pretty darn subtle. I did apply it with a brush, so I'm going to try the shade Ice Queen today. It's more of like a bluey one, and I'm just going to go right in, I think, with the finger directly and see if that makes any difference. I'm just going to kind of put it on the high points of the cheek and face here. The directions of this say to dab gently on cheeks and eyes for the Ice Queen one, which I think is interesting because the Rose Quartz shade says dab gently on cheeks and lips. So I would think it's the same formula, that they would both be safe for eyes, lips, and cheeks. I don't know. I've only done the cheeks so far. I haven't done the eyes or the lips. Maybe we should do a little on the lips. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, it's there, but it's not as like wow sparkle as I thought it would be. feel like it was a lot more apparent in the promo online. Go figure, right? It definitely adds a glow, and it's called a glow balm, but I just thought it would be a little more highlightery than what it is, to be honest. Like, you can see it, right? The glow right there. That's like the sheen that is on the high point of my face. It's visible. So if you like something that's more of a subtle thing, you might like these, like a balmy, subtle thing. And I have only put it over foundation and like cream blush, you know, which is nice that it doesn't disturb it, I will say. I'll give it that. But I'm wondering if they would be more apparent and show up more if it was just like bare face, no makeup kind of a deal with like a tinted moisturizer, just a regular moisturizer or something, and like bare skin, if that would show up. The like small little mica, because there is a little sparkle, but it's just not very apparent. So I don't know if these are for me or my favorite. I will say the Dede signature, oh, that's 100% for me. I love that so much. That I'm happy I got the blooming baskets too, because I will have a great time with those. What else? Do I have a new lip? Ooh, I do have some new lips. So it's from a couple months ago, my low buy, the Menacing Metals. They just did a shade extension. I haven't gotten any of the shade extension, and I didn't get all of the shades in the original shades, just the ones that I was like, oh, I feel like I'll actually wear that. And I've loved the ones I've tried so far, but I have not used all of them that I bought. So I think I'll try to find one to go with this look maybe today. I'm gonna put on mascara. Nothing exciting here, nothing new. So let me do that and I'll be back to do the lip. All right, I've got the mascara on and I've decided to try Ember today, which is kind of like a metallic gold, because this like shade I did in the inner corner that looked white in the palette has a little bit of like pink to orange to gold, yellow, like it's a multi-chrome for sure, but I feel like the gold will go with the inner swoop shade. So this is Ember. Looks like this. Oh, how pretty. Look at that. It's not too much, but it's really pretty. Yeah, you can absolutely, if you haven't tried these, see the metallic sparkle really, really well in the formula. But it's so comfortable and not at all gritty. There it is. What do you guys think? Oh, that's a winner. I mean, I kind of feel like all of these are winners from Unearthly, if I'm being honest. That's why I was just like, okay, let me get all the shades that I like, because this is good. I'm happy with this look overall. Like I said, the cheek, the Ortega, I think is the only thing that was a little disappointing to me. It's not even that it's bad. I think maybe it's just not meant for me. Like, I'm definitely not the clean girly aesthetic, so maybe that's it. But everything else I tried new, from the e.l.f. primer to the Dede signature eyeshadow, this Unearthly metallic metal lipstick. I love it all. I love it all so much. Let me know your thoughts. And again, I would love to hear how you're doing. What are your summer plans? Just chat and catch up down below. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.